It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. The action is only moments away. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Glendale. To return is Greg Dortch. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the number 1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You've got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
And he'll take this to about the 28. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, Murray. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's Connor. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Now a second down throw for Murray. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often trust their instincts. And sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from. And when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he's going to go backwards on one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll run out of the gun, and this is Connor. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll try. He is in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
1st and 10. On the ground, here is the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. In motion is Myers. On second down, Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. They motion the slot man left. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third down and 9. They go play action with Smith. Got his man at the 6. And he's in! Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Raiders.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. DJ Dallas now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready now for their second drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Now he'll run.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To throw is Murray. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
On 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man, it's Dortch. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Anytime you're playing zone defense and everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, it's really easy to lose sight of some of the receivers. That's exactly what happened here. He started all the way on the far side of the field and worked his way across, found a soft spot in the zone, and quarterback's able to put it on him.
Play action now. It's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Connor. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll go again here to Connor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Murray. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Connor. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the zone read, given to Connor. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Back to throw is Murray. And that one incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. That one, take it in. Greg Dortch. Touchdown, Arizona.
Pretty interesting sequence of play calls here, Mike. You can tell going into this game, they felt their matchups down here deep in the tight red zone were better through the air than maybe they were necessarily on the ground. We see 2 back-to-back throws. The second one, though, results in a touchdown.
Extra point now by Ryland. He's got it. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Smith. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. from the pistol, Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Off the play fake, it's Smith. He's going to let one go, looking for Miles. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up third down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Big opening up the middle. And he'll be taken down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. On play action. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, running right. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
From the shotgun, Smith. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are back within 4 at 14-10. back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He runs with it. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
First down throw for Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's caught downfield by McBride. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. They'll run it here, and it's Conner. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Conner. No signal, and we will not get one. He stopped short, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
They'll run with Benson. Powering forward. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now Ryland for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals are out to a 21-10 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Raiders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. On the ground, here's Zamir White. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
We'll go with a drop play here on second down. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. Off the play fake. Smith. He gets that complete to his tight end Mayer. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Glendale. After this, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
On second down, Smith. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And third down coming up. Working out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now it's Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Murray's going to throw again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26-yard line. To throw again is Murray. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Second down, Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Smith to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid 1st half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They go play action with Smith. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action. It's Smith. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Third and 9. Play action now. It's Geno. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Handoff here, up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion is Myers. On play action, Smith. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders back within 7. It's 24-17. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, it's Dallas. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Murray now. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Murray with a give to Connor. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Here's Murray. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So on 4th down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the pistol, Smith. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2nd down and 8. Now a give on the ground, and he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. He'll try to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
The Raiders send their punt team out. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And this throw batted away and incomplete.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it, and this is a great example here why.
On the handoff, it's Connor. Third and 5. Throwing Murray. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Cardinals line up for a punt as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. On the return is Tucker, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Smith. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Murray keeping it himself. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Murray now on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down. Here's Connor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Murray. To set the screen to the receiver, Wilson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Man in motion here is Tucker. A 2nd down throw for Smith. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Vegas.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. From the shotgun, Smith. That one caught by Tucker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A 1st down throw for Smith. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, Smith. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Off the play fake, Smith. He gets that complete to his tight end Mayer. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there, short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. On second down, a run with White. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. He's got it inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. They'll run with White. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Vegas. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Dortch now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. First and 10. Running here is Connor. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Power run inside. Here's Connor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. So now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Murray. He'll try to run for it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Play action now. It's Gino. That one complete. It's Ian Thomas. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Slot man in motion left. Smith to throw on 1st down. He keeps it himself. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On first down, the drive begins with Connor. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go again here to Connor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Two first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Connor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. Connor's got the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cardinals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say, so long from Glendale.